I'm here to share some awesome information that I'm actually sitting in the same spot as somebody shared this information with me. But what I'm holding here are two sachets, two black sachets that we were shared with in order to try the products and before we even got started. So I want to share a little bit of our story before we go through this information. It's going to be about a half an hour to 45 minutes that we're going to be spending with you here. But I read here the home page. It says, we are a healthier living company. We offer delicious, safe, and effective products designed for daily use to support a healthier lifestyle. And we provide a global opportunity for you to achieve your financial dreams and goals. Honestly, we could do a presentation just on this home page here, but we are so excited as my wife and myself that we got started in this opportunity. But I want to share a little bit of our story. In 6.5 years ago, it was actually August of 2011, a dear friend of ours shared these products with my wife. And as we were going through that phase of our lives, we really did not need the extra income, or so we thought we did. We thought we had everything figured out. Plan A was all figured out. So what happened was my wife came home with these samples that our friend gave to her at Walmart. So it's okay to sample people at Walmart if you're discreet and you share. So no problem with that. But she came home, she drank them, and she felt the difference. And she came to me, she said, we are very, going back, our history, we're very big coffee drinkers. I mean, me and my wife drink coffee every single morning. We actually don't talk to each other until we have drank at least 2 cups of coffee each. I always joke with her that the more coffee she drinks, the shorter the honey to-do list gets. So I offer her the 3rd and the 4th cup of coffee. Then that means I have very little to do for that day on the honey to-do list. But going back to August of 2011, we got introduced, and then a lady came over to our home 6.5 years ago, and she shared this information at the same spot as I'm sitting here right now. She came over one evening and she was so excited. She was fired up. I actually thought she was drinking something, and it was not coffee either, but she couldn't help but her joy overflowed as what she had. So she started sharing with us, and again, honestly, I was very negative. I didn't want nothing to do with this opportunity. At that point in time, we had our own business, construction business, actually commercial flooring, and we made quite a bit of money. I'm not going to apologize for that, but however, we did have money in the bank. We were sitting good, but as we were working on a big project at that time for a casino, and again, my mind was focused on that project, and my wife said, well, why don't we at least drink the coffee? We love the products. It really does good to me, and when I drink it, I feel there are some seasonal allergies that it can help with. Again, I don't want to make health claims here, but of what it did to her, she slept better than she's ever slept before. But I was very negative for about 6 months. I did not drink the products. I always encourage people. I don't, if you're negative out there, if you're skeptical, I don't blame you, because I was. So I'm not going to expect you to be anything that I wasn't. So what really happened was, that evening, my wife said, well, let's get started. I said, okay, I'll support you. I'll finance it. I mean, I put it on my credit card, and then you do with it what you want to do. But you've got my full support. But I don't want nothing to do with what this product has or anything like that. So that's the way we went. The big box of products showed up, and we started. My wife and my children used it, but I didn't. But what I've realized is, my son was diagnosed with a breathing challenge at age 3 years old, and he was on 3 different medications. And what happened was, when he started drinking the hot chocolate and using the spore capsule, it was amazing what it did to him. I mean, we spend a lot of money on doctors. treating him and with allergies and a lot of different things. But needless to say, it's 2018 right now, and he has not used his medication one time since he started using the Organo products. Really, that's what gave me the passion. That's why we're out there traveling all over the United States into different countries to share these products with people and looking at helping more people living a healthier life. When my wife says we have a healthier cup of coffee, a healthier cup of gourmet coffee, I thought to myself, why do you even say healthy coffee? There is no such thing as healthy coffee. At that point in time, I was struggling with some challenges of my own. And when I started drinking it after the 6 months, I completely got off the medication that I was on. So right now, in the past 6 years that I've been a part of really engaged in the company and sharing the product, it has changed our lives forever. As I look back, I had to think last night, what if the Nielsen's, Mr. Nielsen, Casey and Deanna and Steve would have said no to this opportunity? What if Mr. Rod Smith would have said no to this opportunity? Then I probably would have never heard about it. And I'm so grateful to our leadership, all the way from the top, all the way down to our local leaders, to sharing this product and sharing the opportunity. So since then, we have sold our construction business and moved on full-time with Organo. I always encourage I encourage people to sell their business or quit their job. Make sure you consult with your upline to make sure it's the right thing for you to do. See where your income is at. See if you can sustain your bills and things like that. So that's our story. Looking at it again from 6.5 years ago to April of 2018, it has changed our lives forever. I mean, I could share testimonies all day. My wife is actually on a road trip with Miss Casey Nielsen Martin right now, and the opportunity is endless out there. People needing the health and the wealth. We're looking at drinking a healthier energy drink. There's so many energy drinks out there loaded with sugar and with so much caffeine. We have a healthier choice. A healthier fast food meal that saves you money, again, with the shakes, a healthier way to support yourselves for better energy, sleep, digestion, and more. Again, going back to what my wife experienced, she sleeps better right now than she has slept in many years. And again, when she has a hard day, her choice is she'll drink a king of coffee about a half an hour before she goes to bed, and she'll sleep better and rest better than she's ever slept before. Again, what are you feeding yourselves? Are we feeding them junk, or are we feeding them something healthy? Again, since we started the Organo experience, drinking the coffee, the tea, the hot chocolate, the capsules, I've taken my capsules. I've had my shake this morning. It's amazing how much clarity I have in my own mind just using these products. We have to be very, very careful of what we feed our body. It says our diets are heavily processed. And looking at it, you look at McDonald's, you look at so many different companies. Again, where do you like to stop? What are you feeding your body? Again, an exclusive and powerful ingredient which is called Ganoderma. Again, when we first started in the business, I couldn't even pronounce the word. How we were introduced to this product, the lady that shared the product with us pointed to a word on the sachet and said, "This word is good for you." And again, we had no idea what it was. Just in faith and belief, I guess my wife, and God bless her heart for doing so, she started using the product, and the experience that she's had, I mean, again, from something that we've never heard before. More than 2,000 years of history, originally reserved for royalty. I know this for a fact, that my wife and myself, again, just on our team, have impacted over 100,000 people just because we joined Organo and partnered up with them. We don't feel like we've joined, we're a partnership, that we work together and we look at what can we do, the miraculous king of herbs. Who do you know that would want to feel better? Who do you know that would like to make a little bit of extra money? So again, every time we drink our products, I'm drinking a green tea right now. And whatever you love to drink, every time you drink the products, you have antioxidants, you have nutrients in your body, flowing through your body. And that's why I love with the products that we have, the Organo. And again, we're out there doing meetings, and we have a group, which are the Amish people on our group. Is we could spend a full day or two on this slide here, because they are so attached to health and wellness. They want to know, what can this product do for me? And honestly, we share the product with them, and they go out there, they drink it, they feel a difference, and it's amazing of the testimonies that we hear back from them. So that's another very, very powerful thing for us. And you're looking at these two pictures here, artificially grown Organo and naturally grown. Again, the one on the right, which has so much more power and value, and that's what we have at Organo, 99.9% purity rate. Again, every time you drink a cup of coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, a shake, the capsules, you cannot taste, see, or smell it, but you put it into your body, and all of a sudden it starts flowing through your body and making a difference, cleaning out your body. A lot of times we don't realize at first of what it does. Some people see results right away, and we have testimony after testimony where one cup of coffee, they feel so much calmer. Sometimes it takes a little bit. So whatever it may be, don't give up. Just keep on drinking the product, again, because again, what our leadership has put together, it is nothing but the best. So we look at the products that we have, OG products that people love. We look at the black coffee, with Organo. We look at the latte, which has a little bit of creamer and sugar added to it. We have mocha, which is a guilt-free candy bar in a cup. The hot chocolate. We have the red and the green tea, the black eyes, the toothpaste. It is amazing. Again, just looking at the testimonies we hear back from toothpaste, from the soap, and we'll get into that a little bit later in this presentation. The shakes that people use multiple times a day and lose pounds. Myself, I have actually lost 22 pounds just drinking one shake a day. And then we have the capsules, the XT, the DX, and so many more products, and so excited to share that there's something special coming at Expo in Las Vegas. And we encourage people to get there, because that will be an amazing time for a new product and things that will be launched there. So it's not a luxury, it's a part of daily life. Again, looking at it, how do you start your morning? How do you start your day? And again, it's not only about the coffee, but again, that's a lot of people start their mornings with coffee. It's one of the most consumed drinks and beverages. Largest traded commodity right now on Wall Street. 1.6 billion cups are consumed each day, around 18 to 20,000 cups per second. Again, it says over 80% of people 18 and older have consumed coffee. And I can vouch for that, because we have a son. He started drinking a mocha when he was 10 years old, and he still drinks it to this day. That's what really helps him to focus and keep his challenges under control. He'll take a mocha every morning before he goes to school and take some capsules. And again, it's so exciting for that, because we don't pump his body full of something that is going to eventually hurt him, and these products are good for him. Again, especially coffee sales are increasing 20% per year. There's coffee, for example, Starbucks, you go out there, $5 a cup, $7 a cup, up to $12 a cup. We were out in Las Vegas. We were actually standing in line at the last event to get water at a Starbucks. We were looking for hot water, and a lady in front of us ordered a cup of coffee. I believe she spent $17 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. If we would not have seen it, I would not believe it. But it's amazing how much money people are willing to spend, and ours is so affordable. We look at a sachet of black coffee, we can say at retail for $1.25 a cup of coffee. If you want to buy it at wholesale, it's even less for wholesale. So when I first got started, I was actually a big Dunkin' Donuts coffee drinker. That was my coffee of choice. My wife drank Organo. I actually drank Dunkin' Donuts for 6 months while she drank Organo. Again, I'm not proud to announce this, but that's how skeptical and negative I was. But as the barriers broke down, I started drinking the product and started seeing results, and I have not had another Dunkin' Donut coffee after that. Nestle, the chocolatier, is here with coffee. McDonald's, I remember back in 2008 when the recession hit. It's a story that's really near and dear to me, is because we owned a business at that time when the economy tanked. I don't know if it tanked in your area, but it did here where I live in Wisconsin. And we went to the bank because we needed a bigger line of credit because our line of credit was exhausted. And the banker told us at that particular time, he said he could not lend us more money at that time because how tight the regulations have got. He actually told us that day, he said McDonald's went in there to try to borrow money to redo their coffee line, and they got turned away by the largest bank in the world. So I always think about that story as we're on our endeavor with Organo, that even McDonald's was turned down to one point in time in the past because of what they believed in. So don't be so shocked when people don't agree with you or don't want to get started with you. Just keep going. It doesn't matter. And right now, McDonald's is one of the largest coffee sellers in the world. Burger King had to follow what McDonald's was doing. Subway is in business to serve breakfast just because they want to serve coffee. Looking at it, what can we do? Again, looking at 40% of the world population is overweight or obese. As I look at myself, I don't consider myself to be very overweight, but when I go to the doctor, I've actually doing physicals and things like that. They say, well, you need to lose 10 pounds, you need to lose 20 pounds, even though sometimes we don't think we are overweight, but we still need to be detoxed. We need to be cleansed. So it's very helpful to be conscious of what you need. Did you ever lack confidence because of your weight? Again, I will have to say I'm not that heavy, but I have lacked confidence because I truly believe I need to lose at least another 10, 15 pounds. Again, do you ever feel tired at work or wish you have more energy to play with your kids after work? I definitely would like more energy, and since I've been on Organo products, it's been amazing, the clarity. I use the mycelium and the grapeseed oil, the spore, and all the other products daily. It's amazing the clarity of how much more energy, how much clearer you can think. I have testimony after testimony. I had a gentleman actually call me last week. He's been on our program for a couple, like 30 some days. He told me he lost over 24 pounds right now, and he's looking to buy more products. So don't be so crude about going up there and be careful of approaching people that need to lose weight. But it's amazing what these products will do. I'll share this. My wife and I have been using a lot of different products even before Organo came out with the shakes. And I'll tell you this much, no product tastes as good as what the Organo shakes have done. We sometimes use the products and we will quit after 30, 40 days and threw everything out that we had bought. And we've been on these products ever since, actually 90 days before they were even released. And we're still using them every single day, multiple times a day. You can save money. You can have more energy, lose weight, build muscle. We had a gentleman that wanted to build muscle, and he had a challenge doing so, but incorporating a shake with his meal actually helped him build muscle faster, have better performance, better digestion. That was on one of my challenges, is the digestive system. I have a very sensitive system, so as I use these products, it's amazing what it has done for me. You look at Sunsaray Lewis lost 37 pounds, Jeremy Hall 55 pounds. I've actually met Jeremy before, and it's amazing to see where he has started and where he is right now, losing a lot of pounds. Terry Kauser, 63 pounds. Oscar Rosales, 70 pounds. I look at that, just them two losing one full person, 63 pounds plus 70 pounds. That's like losing a teenager. I mean, that's a lot of weight. It's amazing how these people look, their skin clearing up and looking so much better. Again, like I said, when me and my wife started, my wife actually lost 12 to 15 pounds. I lost around 22 pounds. And looking at Jolene from Hawaii, again, it looks like not even the same person lost 80 pounds. And I know she's lost more since that picture was taken. And then Tonino from Romania lost 53 pounds. Amazing results that we have seen just changing a meal or two into a shake where you get all the nutrients that your body needs. A lot of times we eat a meal throughout the day, again, going to fast food. Our body is actually starving. You may feel full, but your body is starving for nutrients. Every time you drink a shake or drink our products, that's when you realize you are getting all the nutrients. Again, are you prepared? A study predicted by 2020, 40% of American workers would be independent contractors. Again, I've been my independent contractor for my adult life. I probably had a job for someone probably for 2 years after I left school, and that was it. But again, I was always driven. I was always looking for something else. I was always looking for an opportunity to create my own opportunity versus to always work for somebody and make them rich versus working for yourself and doing something. And again, we have an opportunity here that you can start part-time. Again, when we first started, I told my wife at that particular time, we had ourselves on a budget. What I said was, if you can go out there and prove to me, as if she'd have to prove to me, but that's what I told her, is make $1,300 a week. I will be leaving this and I will come and work with you side by side. In 7 weeks, my wife was making over $1,300 a week. And again, not to make any income claims, that's what it did for us. There's people out there that get started in Organo right now and they don't make any money because they don't go to work. When my wife got started on this product, when she started in the business, she went to work. In 7 weeks, she was making over $1,300 a week. And it only kept climbing from there. Looking at it 6 months into the business, January of 2012, we sold our business. But going back, our personal sponsor, Mr. Johnny and Rebecca Wallman, they only wanted to make a $500 a month extra in order to make sure they can pay their bills. And that's the reason they got started in the business. However, their life has changed dramatically, and their goals, needless to say, were a little too small for Organo, and now they are making a lot more than $500 a month. So it doesn't matter if you need $500 a month or if you need $2,500 a week or whatever it may be. You pick your number, make a check, and go to work. I mean, again, looking at it for a little bit of extra money. They say right now, statistically, an extra $300 to $500 a month per household could save a lot of people from bankruptcy. So I believe truly we have an opportunity here. We have the remedy to go out there, share with people an opportunity that they don't even know that they could have. So as we look at it to balance your life, do you feel valued at work? Again, I couldn't really speak too much on that, but I know there's a lot of people complaining. They go to work and they're not valued. Again, from my time in corporate America or out working, I really didn't have that much experience with that. Do you set your own hours? It's amazing if you can set your own hours. Again, me and my wife work from home and doing Organo, and it's such an amazing time. We have flexible hours. We have time for the family. We have extra income, and that's one thing I love about this business. We can work from home. We get up in the morning. We take our children to school. We go to work, and again, when we first started, it was a little bit of a challenge because I used to leave the house, to go to work in construction and coming home. We really didn't spend that much time together. Our hours were not really that flexible. There was always a big demand. With 22 employees, it was a little stressful. So as I look down at this list, it's amazing the time that we have captured back and don't do what we want to do when we want to go on vacation or spend a little, take a day or two with our family, go to wherever we want to go. My daughter does gymnastics. So we get to go to her gymnastics meets. We actually one year went to the Bahamas to compete in gymnastics. So we got away for a full week to spend and be with my daughter in the Bahamas. My son does soccer, so we do a lot of traveling for soccer. So we don't have to ask to get off work. We just take our family, we go do whatever we need to do. I just want to challenge each and everyone on this call here right now. Wherever you may be, whatever you may be going through, just challenge yourself. Could I do better for my family? Could I do something that would change the outcome of the need that we have every month? Could I make a little bit of a change to spend more time with my family, with my wife, with my husband, with our children? So I just, again, sometimes we don't think. I want to interrupt your thought process. It's not just about going to work 40 hours, and then come home and spend all your money on your bills. And that's what I love about the home-based business. And then we run it off the internet. It is so powerful. Again, we can be wherever we may want to be. It's my wife is in Ohio right now doing meetings for the next week or so, and it's amazing. We communicate with the internet. We put orders in. We do this. We help people. It's all over the internet. And again, it's home-based business. We look at it, so amazing. Health and wellness. So many people need more health and wellness. Coffee, and we can capitalize on that because people will drink coffee anyways. Do you have 10 people in your family, in your phone, that you believe that you can help them change from a regular cup of coffee, very acidic, to a healthy cup of coffee? Just challenge yourself with that and share some products with them. Again, I shared last week with some people is this: 2 sachets of coffee can help change people's lives forever. Again, we just started a new group in the Michigan area with 2 sachets of coffee. Somebody shared 2 sachets. The first meeting we went to, there were 145 guests there. 2 sachets of coffee. One gentleman drank the coffee, felt so much better. Looking at it, we're actually open in about 50 countries and plus. And as soon as you get started in Organo, just imagine you're open for business to do business all over the world. And again, it's all about getting started, taking your position. It's I talked to Miss Casey Martin last week. She said the best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is right now. So as soon as you get started, wherever you may be in these countries, you can start doing business all over the world. Then we have our visionary experienced leaders here in Organo. It's amazing. Again, I've gotten to spend time with all 3 of them. Every time I spend time with them, I get rejuvenated. I get so fired up of the vision that they have. Mr. Bernie Chua, first of all, for him coming up with these products, with the idea of putting Ganoderma into these products for a healthier lifestyle for us. We're forever indebted to him for what he has done. I can just say for my family, for myself, my wife, my children, my mom and my dad, it is amazing the opportunity and the testimonies that we have just within my family. And I can thank Mr. Bernie Chua and Adeline Chua for that. Then we find, then he went out and got Shane Moraine, which is known to sell more healthy coffee than anybody else in the world. I'm partnering with him, and it's such I feel like a family. And then Mr. Holton Buggs, we get to spend a lot of time with him, and always like talking about how the Dallas Cowboys are not going to win another Super Bowl. But looking at it, it is so amazing and so much fun with spending time with them. and bringing the treasures of the earth to the people of the world. Then we have the OG Cares Foundation. That's another foundation that Organo has taken a mission to going out there and helping the communities. And we've been part of it, my wife and myself and so many others on the team. I remember days back in San Antonio, we went out to feed 1,000 homeless people. In Los Angeles, we went out to feed homeless people and help homeless people. It's so amazing to go out there and rewarding, to know that we can help wherever we may be. And Organo dumps a lot of time, effort, and money into that mission to helping better communities. Then we have the Napoleon Hill Foundation. We have a strategic collaboration with them, a partnership that Organo is the only company in the world that has their logo on the front of a Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich book. I myself was not a really bookworm, but when we first started in the business, I had no idea what this book was. And I was encouraged by our leaders, Mr. the Nielsen's, to read this book at least once. Just read it once. See what it will do for you. And I did. We went in, I started reading the book, and it actually has changed my life forever. So I'll encourage each and every one here on this opportunity call that try it at least once. See what it might change in your mind. Napoleon Hill is very big on thinking right and not letting other people influence your thinking. Think straight and positively, not with any negativity. And so I'll ask the question, who wants to get paid? 7 ways to get paid, again, in the Organo opportunity. We look at, we have amazing products, which is coffee, the most consumed beverage in the world. We have the #1 herb in the world. The #1 adaptogen herb in the world is Ganoderma. And then we have the #1 leadership that we have coming together and collaborating and partnering up together and going out there and making a difference in life to so many different people. You can sell products. Daily retail is the #1 way to get paid, the first way to get paid. Excuse me. I talked to my wife last Friday or Saturday. Again, they're out there in Ohio to do meetings. She said they went out to one meeting and they sold $2,300 in products. So again, looking at it, you can do it through OG mixers, which we highly recommend to do in-home mixers. Share the product, bring people over to your home and share the products. Don't have them taste it, see what they think about it, and hopefully they'll leave with some products, special events, person to person. I know there's people out there that are selling the products by the cup. They go to construction sites, they do whatever it may be, but there's people out there that make a lot of money just on the retail end of it. If you don't feel like going out there and doing mixers or whatever you may do, there's so many different ways, but there's 6 ways here on this slide that we highly encourage people to participate in, and you will sell some products. Again, buy wholesale, sell retail, keep 100% of the profits. The second way we get paid is called a fast track bonus, a referral bonus. Every time somebody gets started on a promotional pack, you get paid a fast track bonus, bronze, silver, and gold. Power of the dual team. So we're looking at 2, dual. That's the power of the dual team. Again, looking at it, you have 2, you have a left and a right. Again, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Dual means team. Dual means 2. So you need to get 2 people if you want to, when you want to get started to get paid on the dual team. Get 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Start building your business. Again, you look at it, the first month you get 2, the second month you get 4, and so on down the line. The 12th month, you have 4,096 new people joining your business. The thing what you have to ask yourself, and I'll touch on that a little bit, do I want to get paid 10, 15, or 20%? And that was when my wife and I were going back and forth about doing this business. What do we want to get paid? And I told my wife, I am not doing this business. However, I would encourage you to do the 20%. So we did get started on a gold pack. And honestly, as we were going out there and building the business, we asked our upline and said, what do we need to do in order to build a big business? They told us this: whoever gives the most products away will have the biggest business. That's exactly what we did. And as you can see, the leadership positions here, you have marketing associate 10%, supervisor, consultant 15%, on down the line, sapphire 20%. So we got started on a gold pack, so we were consultants. That's what it was back then. So in 7 weeks, we went sapphire. In 6 months, we went ruby. In 12 months, we went emerald. In 17 months, we went diamond. Again, you can look at it, where do I want to be? Then we have blue diamond, black diamond, crown ambassador. There's so many leaders out there. Mr. John Sectora is a crown ambassador. Mr. Jose Ardon, crown ambassador. We have crown diamonds, black diamonds, blue diamonds, the Nielsen's, Mr. Edwin Haynes. We have so many awesome leaders here in this opportunity that we are not lacking leadership. We have top of the line, top class leadership. And as we look at, we got started, we did what our upline asked us to do, and honestly, it works. So if you don't have faith in yourself, if you don't even trust in what you're thinking, consult with your success team and see what they have for you, and have faith, because again, they've done it. They know what they're talking about. They just may know a little bit more than we do. So just let's ask them and see what they want us to do. More ways to earn money is the unilevel. Again, that is all the reorders. That is actually a sweet check to get every month, is people place their orders. Every time they place an order, you get a unilevel. That's what's called the residual income. So every time you have people drinking the products, you bring 10, they'll get their 10, they'll get their 10. So it keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's amazing what you can get paid in the unilevel. Again, you pick your mark, try to hit it as hard as you can. It is there for the take. And then we have a unilevel matching bonus, a generational leadership bonus. Again, it's so, one thing I love about Organo, and I've shared this with Mr. Bugs, I think last month I've seen him in Minneapolis. For me personally, of where I was 6.5 years ago, I was bankrupt physically, I was bankrupt mentally, I was just so set in my ways, never really looking to somebody for mentorship in what I was doing and in business. But since I've been in Organo, it's so amazing that I know the person that I have become, and people even realize that. So I can, again, never ever be and can repay Organo for what they have done. It meant to me in my life to becoming a better leader. And I know I have ways to go, but it's amazing of what Organo's vision is, collaborating and partnering with the Napoleon Hill Foundation to creating better leaders. Then we have the global pool bonus. So what that means is they'll take Organo will take 3% of all reorders, the unilevel orders, set them aside, and for anybody that reaches Ruby can participate in the global pool bonus. So once you're a Ruby, you get a Ruby share. When you're an Emerald, you get an Emerald and a Ruby share. So when you're a Diamond, you get a Diamond, Emerald, Ruby, so on down the line. You don't get one or the other, you get one on top of the other. So OG Lifestyle, again, that has been that's been such a blessing to us in our life. We actually qualified right away when this first came out. It used to be the OG Benz Club. In 2012, we actually were able to buy a Mercedes-Benz, and since then it's turned into the OG Lifestyle. Organo, the leadership looked at it and said, well, there's so many people that qualify, why not give everybody an opportunity? So they changed it from a Mercedes-Benz to OG Lifestyle, and we can all participate now. And Sapphire can get $400 a month, a Ruby $600 a month, Emerald $800, Diamond $1,000, Blue Diamond $1,000, and $3,000 for Black Diamond and above. And again, it is amazing to get that check every single month, getting it transferred into your account. I will highly encourage each and every one to participate in that if at all possible. How do I get started? People ask us all the time, how can I get started? Looking at it, it may sound too good to be true, but here I'll tell you this much. having no experience in network marketing whatsoever. When we first got started, I was so fired up. I thought we found something new. I thought we have hit the jackpot. That was our jackpot that we have hit, our Powerball, so to speak. And we went out there, we were ignorance on fire, just talking to people. You can start a business for $49.95. I talked to a gentleman the other day. There was another business I had invested in. You look at investing $600,000 and barely getting $2,000 in return a month, and I did it. So when they said you could replace your income with starting with Organo, starting a business, I always thought I had to invest more money in order to get more money back. But since we've been in Organo, I know that's not to be true. So we can get started. It takes $49.95 to get started. You'll get your own website, and that's top of the line, top shelf. Again, in our other business, I used to have a website. It cost me $600 a month to keep my website up. So here's, for $49.95, you get your own website. You buy the products at wholesale. Then you have a bronze pack. You spend $250. You have opportunity to earn 10% up to $500 a week. That's for the part-time people. Again, I wanted to mention a little bit ago, there's 4 different types of people. Some that just want to try the product, some that will, number one, they'll say no to the opportunity, no to the product. Then we have somebody that will say yes to the product, no to the business. Then we have somebody that will say, yes, I love the product, I want to make a little bit of money. And that's where you fit in right here. Then we have a number 4 that say, I love the product, I know I can share it with people, and I want to make a lot of money. Mucho dinero. So we're looking at it, bronze pack. You can earn, you get actually wholesale, you get more products for what you spend. Again, looking at what you can earn here. Then we have 3 ways, again, the silver pack. You spend $450, you get more products, you have an opportunity to earn 15% up to $1,500 a week if you go to work. Once you start working, engage in work and doing meetings, sharing the product, again, you do not get paid if you just sit at home on your couch. You do not just sign your Declaration of Independence and go home and sit. You have to go to work. And I want to encourage you with that. It is not a lottery ticket. It is work, but it's very rewarding. It is well worth it. Then we have the gold pack. Again, you have an opportunity to earn 20% up to $2,500 a week. You get more black, more hot chocolate, more King of Coffee latte, Supreme, the XC, so much more variety and so much more products to build a bigger business, a very big business, up to 20%, up to $2,500 a week. Again, as I look at this opportunity of what we have invested in, I'll say this. We invested $1,400 in our business, exactly where I am sitting right now. We have earned, again, close to 7 figures in our business, actually over 7 figures in our business. And looking at it where we are right now, the sky is the limit. Even the sky is not the limit. You can go further than that. So I encourage each and every one to join at the Gold Pack, because again, if you feel that you want to go out and build a big business and share a lot of product, start with the Gold Pack. The question that I have for each and every one, whose life will change today? Nothing will change unless you change. Again, the definition of insanity is this: go out there and do the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. What I am inviting you and what Organo is inviting you here this afternoon is to, this morning, wherever you may be around the globe, is to take advantage of an opportunity that so many people have taken advantage of, and lives have changed and they are never going to be the same again. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's easy, it's simple, it's Organo. God bless.